Going to create the patient. You know, once you've captured an image on that patient, you never have to go back in through Dentrix again. If it creates the patient, it's there. So let's just say we already have the patient and we're going to take an image.
If you go through Dentrix each time, does it keep creating patients?
No.
Okay.
It's just on initial exam, okay?
Got it.
So when you're going to, so you can capture right from this screen too if you need to capture, if you've already taken images on that patient, but more than likely it's going to be right from here.
Okay.
Right, so you just see this little 3D capture button. So hit that. Okay, this screen matches this screen. You can do everything here before the patient comes in. If you're taking the full jaw, watch your head.
Is it? Oh,
Not yet.
Okay.
Still moving.
okay.
All right. So you have the patient's name at the top, so we know we've got the right patient. You want to select the correct patient size, which is clicking this. So pediatrics through extra large patient. Okay. And then you want to select your resolution. So
Oh, that's right.
most of the offices that I'm working with, if they're taking a tooth or a jaw scan, they use 300 and ULD. So you want to click, you want to see all the apples all the way across.
What is ULD?
Ultra low dose. This is part of the benefit to what you guys are using here. If you don't use ULT, see this DAP, 65, this little formulary here, that's the amount of x-ray that the patient's getting, that this is pushing out to them. If you don't use ULD, look how high it goes.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So the reality is that when you use ULD, you're drastically reducing x-ray exposure to the patient, but you guys aren't getting a sacrifice in image quality.
Okay.
And you're like, how can that be? That's magic, right?
Does it take longer to get the?
No. So what happens when you use ULD is we're lowering the what's called the milliamperes out of the tube head. Every company does it. We all lower the MA to get lower dose. You speed up the scan time, so it's scanning a little quicker.
Okay.
Where we differ is we rapid fire the tube head as opposed to leaving the tube head at the same succession of exposures. Does that make sense? So if you're taking a scan and you lower you employ the ultra low dose, we're still taking as many projections. Every other company on the market is taking fewer projections. So you have gaps in the sequence of images, which is why the image quality suffers. At 300 voxel resolution with ULD, we have a report from Dr. Ludlow, who is like the independent studier of X-ray value. And he says, while reduction in X-ray exposure to the patient is significant, there was not a statistical loss in image resolution when you employed ultra-low dose with Limeca. So you can employ it with us at every resolution. Okay? But your standard protocol is going to be ULD and 300 for your jaw or a teeth scan. This is going to be great image quality. You'll be able to find periodontal lesions and defects galore with that. Image quality be really clean. Okay? Don't worry about Scout. Why do we not worry about Scout? Because you see on the blue box what you're taking an image of, right? So I don't want you to bump your head. So come away from this just a little bit, because I think when I hit this is at the time we'd bring the patient, we'd set them into place. You can use the bite stick if you want, or you can just set their chin on the chin support, that cup one, either one.
Yeah, it's under the drawer.
Flat occlusal plane
Flat for 3D.
for 3D.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Hit your forward arrow button as the patient is in there. Okay, I'm gonna lower this. So it's just
Oh,
easier for-
Jade's in there. Hi, Jade.
Okay. So now if she's just come in and put your hands here and just hover above it, that's fine. Bring this in. Okay. Just let your head sit back of it. And then from here now you can come over and adjust this as you need. Oops. For the patient.
And this is where you just want to get her whole jaw in there, right? From the
Yeah.
back of her condyle.
I can
all the
move
way to
this
the
here.
Tip of her nose.
Yep, I can move this here. Yep.
Yeah.
From the chin to the
Put your
and
hair
if you
back.
need this a little taller,
Oh, no way.
so I don't know if you guys are doing that or not. Like, I guess it's not going to go any taller than this. It's 10 centimeters tall by 200 centimeters diameter.
Okay.
So
Laser.
here's what it means. That's you guys can take a full volume and it would be about this tall,
Okay.
okay? This is half of that.
Oh, okay.
So if you're doing a jaw, it's basically getting 10 centimeters tall, 200 centimeters in diameter.
Okay.
So anything that's within the blue box. So if you guys are missing the joint at all in this, what you can do is you can raise this
A little higher.
up and down just a little bit. We still have her chin,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
But getting up and above the condyle,
Yeah,
which is
okay.
above the ear.
Yep.
Okay? So this will capture all the soft tissue from here, get back to here, back to here, back to here,
Okay.
and you'll capture it all.
Alright.
Okay? And then, of course, it's just hitting your forward arrow button again. Once the patient's secured and everything looks good, it's going to flash. And then when it's solid green, press and hold the button, it will take the 3D.
Okay.
Once the 3D is captured, we know that this is what appears, right? You're going to click your panoramic tab. You're going to widen your focal trough, right? Make sure everything looks good in here. If you need to slightly adjust any of this, what matters is that all of this data is in here. If you can see the full panoramic spread, you know you're going to get it.
Okay.
3D, MIP black and white, hard tissue to panoramic 1,
Soften.
soften it with that.
And then crosshairs are off and capture. Right?
Yep.